Well, switching gears here, while 6 Cenla softball teams will be heading down to Salford tomorrow night to compete in the semifinals, 26 area baseball schools are still alive at the playoffs. We were scheduled to have plenty more games tonight, but with all the rain last night, every game was pushed back today except for one. The Blonde Boys back in action tonight against Ascension Episcopal, hoping that bright hair would give them a spark. And when you have Andrew Prager on the mound, you have a good chance to win. He gave up a base hit on the first pitch of the game and would mow the rest down. And it helps when you got good defense like this. Gavin Hilton, a remarkable play at short, gets out of the inning. We were scoreless through 3, but here in the 4th, Menard breaks the game open. The center fielder can't come up with it. 1 run comes across. And the next batter, Prager, helping his own cause, ripping a 2 RBI single. Menard puts up a 4 spot there in the 4th. Prager goes 7 scoreless on the mound, and the Eagles take game 1 and will look to advance to the quarterfinals with a win tomorrow afternoon.